All right, welcome into the Turf Tapes, everybody. My name is Trey. We'll be hanging out this evening. Week 1 is in the books for the AF1. Week 2 is in the books for the NAL, and we're coming up on Week 1 for the IFL next weekend. So lots to talk about, but we're going to get into it now. We're going to be neck deep in games every Saturday very soon, and I can't wait. It's going to be very fun. We've got a very, very fun, I'm assuming it's fun because it's arena football, but an AF2 game from the 2006 season for you this evening. But before we dive into that, we got people piling in here. Welcome in, everybody. Please make sure you're following Off the Wall on all of our socials. We've got Instagram, we've got X/Twitter, we've got TikTok. We're even on Blue Sky and Threads. Don't do a ton on there, but I promise I'll do better. I will. So give Off the Wall a follow wherever you are on socials, and be part of the conversation. Be part of the trolling, be part of the memes, be part of whatever it is that you like to be a part of. So right now we're streaming live on YouTube, X, and Twitch. So no matter where you're checking out from, hop in the chat, let me know where you're watching. And if you're watching live or watching a replay in the future, please make sure you're subscribing to the channel, liking the stream, and most importantly, peer pressuring your friends into doing the same, because that is what friends are for. So if this is your first voyage with the Turf Tapes, welcome. This is something we created to be able to really lean into the community aspect of arena football and live stream some old arena games and indoor football games and talk shop about the sport, the teams, players, and the chat usually brings it with some hot takes and bold predictions on current events. So I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all got tonight. If you got something, don't be shy, throw it in there, and let's talk about it while we watch the entree that we have set for everyone today. So tonight's game is going to be a good one, or at least I hope so, between the Central Valley Coyotes at the Everett Hawks from the 2006 AF2 season. So this is from an era where we had a major and minor league of the Arena Football League, and I'm excited to check it out. I have not watched the game yet. No clue what's going to happen. This could be a blowout. This could be a great game. I don't know. We're all in this together, and hopefully it's a good one. So let's go ahead and get it started. So let me figure out how to, or remember how to do this rather. Here we are. All right, here we go. All right, you guys are going to have to let me know how the volume is when we get this thing going. Oh, no, why'd you do that? All right, here we go. I think that's good.
The Central Valley Coyotes can really fill it up. Scott Rizloff is challenging an AF2 record. He's got 71 touchdown passes. He's thrown 7 twice against Everett. But for the Hawks, there is a new sheriff in town, and they are doing it with defense. John Fields has been a real game changer.
Let me know how the volume is if you're watching live. I want to make sure you guys can hear it well.
Hawks go to keep the improbable dream alive tonight on FSN.
Fox Sports Network in Everett, home of the current home of the Washington Wolfpack. Interesting.
Central Valley comes back to the Pacific Northwest, trying to keep the pressure on in the National West Division, and they are right in the thick of that race. It's the AF2 on FSN. Welcome in with Jason Stiles. I'm Brian Davis. Everett.
We'll give these guys a couple moments to blow us away here.
That is thinking about running the table and maybe even getting into the playoffs after an 0-7 start.
Well, right now they're just playing spoiler, but they definitely have the confidence to get to the playoffs. The dog days of summer have arrived for the Everett Hawks, and it's too bad.
The dog days of heaven, like that.
Central Valley is going to face a very tough defense, and it all starts up front with John Fields and Clay Harrell. They're putting pass rush on the.
These color combinations are nice.
Enthusiasm is bleeding off
pretty
the
solid.
rest of the defense, and they're making big plays. They have a very tough task tonight.
The change in the trench, well, let's see. 5 quarterback sacks in the first 8 games, 7 the last 3, and that has helped the turnaround that you see in point differential. Again, the Hawks.
March Madness first 4 live versus an arena football replay. Easy choice. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
In a 3-game series the same year.
It's very difficult, especially mentally on a team, knowing that you've just squeaked away with a couple victories. Couple that with the confidence Everett has.
All right, let's skip ahead here. Let's get to some action.
By week 8, then revenge was a factor.
Brad Bolitnikoff Jr., Coyotes coach.
To go into the bye week 8-4.
His team practiced in 106-degree heat in California all week long.
Listen, this week in Arena Ball, the game's just starting. You never know. You never know what we're going to get here.
Seriously, however, that remains a question.
Bolitnikoff certainly taking Tony Wells seriously since he took over from the fired Ricky Foggy. The Hawks have gone 3-2. Their
Ricky
losses
Foggy.
by 4 points and 6 points the latter 2 weeks ago at Central Valley.
It was a heck of a game, and if you ask Everett, they feel like they should have won that ball.
Here we go, kickoff.
Very happy to see the Coyotes back here.
Didn't reach the net. We've seen a lot of that the past couple weeks.
Kickoff and room to midfield. Cartwheeled by Marvin Brown, but a good return starting the Hawks in
I like that blue and yellow.
Coyotes territory after
That's real nice.
30-yard kickoff return for Hassan Brockman.
I'll tell you, just 2 weeks ago here in this same building, special teams.
Everett Events Center. Is that the same building they're in now?
Hassan Brockman starts right where they left off, gets that ball out.
Yeah, it's the same exact building that the Washington Wolfpack are in the play in.
Great chance to start off with their first possession.
Baker missed the game last week, the 9-point victory at Stockton because of a foot infection. Back to pass and looking for the
Ooh, first play.
touchdown. Myers on the first play.
30 seconds in. That's Arena Ball. Let's go.
I tell you what, they start off hot. They go right for the throat. Take advantage of that momentum they set up off of the kickoff return. Ryan Baker hits that fifth step, the quick smash route, the corner route from Milt Myers. You see
That was nice.
barreling into that goal line.
Catch it at the one, dive in, get in there. Love that.
Myers last week voted the U.S. Army Iron Man of the game for his work on offense and defense in the victory at Stockton. That is his 26th touchdown reception of the season, the 20th scoring pass for Baker, and Craig Hawley for the extra point.
Oh, that was almost blocked.
And just like that, the Hawks a little
They got through that easy on the
their
first.
last 2 games against
Might
the
happen a little
Coyotes.
later.
They have served notice early tonight at
Oh,
the
good.
Everett Event Center. 34 yards, Baker.
Good firm step. Look at the top of the route. He takes a firm step left and pivots right.
Notice early
Firm.
tonight at the
That was
Everett
good.
Event Center.
That was real good.
34 yards, Baker to Myers. Everett, hometown product.
Everett, Washington, the arena football capital of the Pacific Northwest. At least for now.
He does nothing but show that every week.
Ooh, off the net. Here we go.
Jones has a little trouble with it. The ball is loose in the end zone. Covered up, we believe, by the Coyotes.
See, this is what
Touchback.
if you guys watched the stream with AFL AF1 Fan Zone, Arena Fan, and Gary Compton yesterday, they talked about utilizing the net and how teams so far seem to not just have the leg, or they just don't have the leg to get it to the net. At least up until this weekend, I think this weekend we'll see some teams really use the net. Looking at you, Albany, Henry now, let's do it. Come on, but it's the type of action that's been missing these first couple of weeks. I think Bailey Giffen was able to do it with the Billings Outlaws this past weekend, and he was able to connect on some deuces. He was able to get some bar balls in play. So come on, guys, use the nets.
April 30th, and then 2 weeks ago, a 6-point decision in Fred. Modest game, make it 2nd down and 7. Lamonte 5.
Well, let me see this starting lineup on the bottom.
To the near side, Jones, the receiver, across the 5-yard line. Modest game, make it 2nd down and 7. Lamonte Jones, the leading receiver for Central Valley, 73 receptions, 26 touchdown catches.
A lot of Polynesian names on this roster. Let's see.
71 touchdowns, 14 of those have come against Everett in their 2 matchups.
Easy screen, let the receiver do the work. Very nice. I'm hoping they tighten the nets more so it's more of a bounce rather than a fall. Yeah, that'd be great. I'm in for that. Yes. I vote yes. I vote yes.
Defensively, the Hawks are 7th in the league, 43%.
the Central Valley Coyotes will not be shy in going downfield and just to kind of give themselves a little bit of breathing room here early on, backed up to their own goal line. But
Fred Bolitnikoff Jr.
The offensive end, so looking to go downfield.
Wes Borba in motion, the handoff to the other side by Natoa. The bruiser out of the College of the Sequoias. His brother, Willie shined with the tackle. Natoa's brother last night hosted a barbecue for his teammates here in the Seattle area. John
Corpus Christi's kicker got a deuce, if I recall. I got to go back and watch that whole Corpus Christi game. I got to be honest. Once they're up 33-0, I was like, all right, pivoting my full attention to this other game. So I got to go back and watch the rest.
Actually on the far side hash at the 15, and Rizloff is
Ooh.
looking for Jones. He's got it. Touchdown.
Wow, they're saying he wasn't touched.
Down. Rizloff and Jones make the Hawks pay.
All right.
35 yards on the scoring pass. Rizloff, 72nd of the year.
You're going to see Jones go man-on-man against Milton Myers. Milton Myers, one of the quickest players in the league. When you get a full head of steam, as you see Jones right there, is able to turn him around. And watch how close Milton Myers comes to that ball.
Oh, the fan. The fan had a chance to make a play there.
That should be out of bounds. As you see
Look at this.
Jones right
The DB
there,
was in a good spot.
Watch
The
how
fan
close
could have
Milton
leaned
Myers
in, but
comes to that ball.
he bailed.
Within inches, and
Hate to
Davis
see it.
runs into the sideline. I really think that should be out of bounds.
Is that his only option at this point? He's beaten, so he hammers at the ball. They often tell DBs don't go ball, but when you're beaten that bad, was that his only choice?
Sad to see the NAL got rid of the side nets, even if you aren't using them. I think it looks better to have them. Yeah, fair. But counterpoint, if you're not using them, logistically, cost-wise, why put them up? So I get the appeal and the allure of having them, but if you're going to play indoor rules and not really utilize them, what's the point, right? So.
There was once a little boy named Bucky who played Hermiston Babe Ruth. Now, Hermiston Babe Ruth has a business checking account at Banner Bank, and one of it where Debbie
These commercials are outrageous.
Can't beat fun.
Little bicycle race at Everett.
Little tricycle race.
Tricycle, excuse me.
Got a track meet though. As Lamonte Jones caught 3 balls for 44 yards on that touchdown drive.
Off the net. There you go. That's 2. I'm gonna keep a tally of how many of these things go off the net.
13, and so Brian Baker brings the Everett offense back onto the field. Baker has completed
We're at 2 right now.
9% of his passes, now 20 touchdowns against only 5 interceptions, which is not.
NAL was a fun blend of indoor and arena last year. Just now, just indoor rules. It's just going to be a budget IFL. Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong.
He was out all last week, so you're curious to see how does he respond and come back after being out a week.
I'm sure some other media personalities might get all worked up about that, but you're more right than wrong, whether they want to admit it or not.
And from the backside, I think he's going to be called for grounding.
Well, there's a receiver in the area. He just kind of airmailed it into the crowd.
Holding call against the Hawks. Still half the distance to
including a budget IFL for the viewers. Yeah. $3.99.
University of Maine is called for the hold. The Hawks have, for the most part, gotten a handle on a problem that had them amongst the most penalized teams in AF2. But
just look at this jersey combo, though. Can we just admire that for a second? Look at that. It's pretty sick. I'm in. I'm in on it.
Timing is everything.
It sure is. Well, and a lot of those penalties were coming on personal foul, just undisciplined penalties. Since Tony Wells has come on, that has not been a problem at all.
Oh, deep. Oh, what a catch. Same corner of the end zone. Wow. Team coordinated dances at the 25. Let's go. The 2000s are alive.
Thomas, they talked about this is the first true 4-3 guy we've seen. Watch him lull this guy to sleep, and boom, he was past it before he knows what hit him. A perfect strike by Brian. Guy to sleep.
Got to go back here. Let's look at this in full.
44 yards.
Tell you what, J.R. Thomas, they talked about this is the first true 4-3 guy we've seen. Watch him lull this guy to sleep, and boom, he was past
He just burned him.
before he knows what hit him. A perfect
Jeez.
strike by Brian Baker. I tell you what, it takes every bit of arm you've got to throw it the length of the field with a guy running that fast. Baker met him in.
That was a good throw. That was a very good throw.
Right back on top.
Thomas, the second-year AF2 pro out of Indiana University in Pennsylvania. Hawks picked him up from Wilkes-Barre. That is a
IUPUI.
connection because head coach here in Everett engineered a turnaround there before he did so last year at Cincinnati. And early on, he's got his offense in rhythm.
Get it, because Hawk. Get it.
We return to the Everett Event Center.
The big amazing on a car. Your Toyota.
I told him.
Skip.
Fired up in Everett. The Hawks with the R. Thomas, 44 yards.
You're a 4-3 sprinter. You're going to run by anybody. When you got a
This guy ran 4.3. That's crazy.
You're a 4-3 sprinter. You're going to run by anybody. And the Hawks took advantage.
James Lewis from the back of the end zone.
No off the net.
With space and a block off the edge. The kicker Hawley.
Oh, good Lord.
The tackle and a penalty marker thrown after the
Is this
play.
guy's name Dude Masters?
With the tackle and a
Dodd Masters? Dude Masters? What a name.
penalty marker thrown after the play, and that may be that personal.
Thoughts on our beloved beef slayers in Minnesota returning and
we've got
oh no, possibly as an indoor team. That's exciting. I think Minnesota's an interesting market for it. Obviously 2024 Minnesota, they technically played, I guess. Minnesota Fighting Pike in the, what was it, the late 90s, like 96, 97. It feels like it's an underutilized market and could work. Just a matter of where they align, and it seems like
about the kicker getting
I don't know. I kind of like them going off into the sunset, and the last game ever being played is embarrassing Omaha in Omaha. But that would be sweet. The storylines would be there if they came back and they were part of the NAL potentially. I'll tell you what, if they come back in the NAL, I will purchase a Minneapolis Warrior shirt, and I will wear it on the very first episode after they join the NAL. That's a promise.
Sign there. It's Satomi holding that left shoulder very, very close to his body.
Richard Dodd Masters was called.
This player's from Japan.
Foul
Oh, Dodd Masters, not Dude Masters. Dang it, that was so close.
as Mike takes Kohei into the dressing room. Dodd Masters has been one of the stars of this show. He had a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown at Central Valley 2 weeks ago, but now Rizlov starts the Coyotes deep in Hawks territory.
Oh, pump fake.
On the pump fake for Jones,
Oh.
leaping catch incomplete. He was out of bounds. Great effort, though.
Oh, that'd be a touchdown in today's
He
game.
was well covered on the play.
Oh, dang, that sucks.
3 Everett fans in the first row. Scott Rizlov, a little touch on that pass.
Wow.
Again, the rounded end zones here.
Defense.
They run out on you in a hurry.
Number 92, he was out of the box.
Come on, show the replay of that. That was sick.
Willie Shine called for the illegal blitz.
Good coverage by the Hawks as they close.
His name is
in on
Willie
that
Shine.
corner.
Stop.
Receiver goes up, and he's just met, again, that's that ninth defender, so to speak.
They're really not going to show this replay.
He's welcomed rudely into that first row.
Shine has been in dry.
All right, fine, I'll go back.
Well, 6'9".
Good throw.
Catch incomplete.
Please catch.
For Jones, leaping catch incomplete. He was out of bounds. Great bait for Jones, leaping catch incomplete. He
What a
was out of
catch.
bounds. Great effort, though. He was well covered on the play.
In the first row.
In Dry University in Middle
All right, we're back.
D.C. First down, first and goal now. Rizlov.
Dude, you're airmailing that. What are we doing?
Jeff Aaron has been keeping an eye on Scott Rizloff's exploits coming into this game tonight.
Hey, Justin checking in. Everett, that's right. That's right. The old, let me get the name right. The Everett Hawks and the Central Valley Coyotes from the 2006 AF2 season. So, playing in the same exact venue. Looked it up. Same venue that Washington Wolfpack currently play in today. So, fun little fact for you.
At AF Arena Football is 105 touchdowns. So, he's had a pretty good pace. A few more games. They go into the bye. Is 3 or 4.
Let's go back. This guy has 71 touchdowns on the year, 14 against the Hawks. I'm assuming that's in 2 games. Maybe 3 games, probably 2. That's crazy.
105 touchdowns. So he's had a pretty good pace. A few more games. They go into the bye. Is 3 or 4 more games. He has a shot at breaking the all-time touchdown record.
Rizloff fighting off pressure over the head of the
Hey, good catch, front row. Good catch.
Penalty markers thrown just shy of the end zone.
Writing down this QB's name, Rizlov. Need to do some research on him a little later.
92, out of the box. After the
Rizlov.
goal, automatic first down.
We talked about Willie Shine. He's an O-line, D-line guy by trade. But Coach Tony Wells said, you know what? This guy can move pretty well. I want to take a look at him at that linebacker fullback spot. He did very, very well, but when you're out there in open space, you're not used to kind of the rules of the linebacker. That time, Shine got a little bit too deep. You've got to stay in that box 5 yards deep of the line of scrimmage. You go further than that, the referee's going to
4 penalties in the first half of the first quarter. Not great.
Coach is having a word and movement on the Coyotes line, and maybe Central Valley will be marching back. Full start is the preliminary indication. Hard to get a rhythm going when there's so much laundry on the field, though.
Looked up Central Valley. Apparently, they were in negotiations and joining the IFL for 2010 before ultimately folding. Huh.
Well, you saw
Interesting.
the start penalty that time, and you saw Rizlov and John Fields barking at each other a little bit. It was talking with Fields before the game, and he said they had a nice little conversation
Central Valley.
a couple weeks ago in Central Valley too. So that's a matchup to watch.
Where's Central
John
Valley?
Fields each and every week garnering a lot more respect every game.
Sounds like
Scott
it'd be
knows he's
California.
coming. He knows he's coming.
Fields wants the team sack lead back from Clay Harrell as well. Jones on the slant.
Oh, almost.
Just shy of the goal line.
Fresno? They played in Fresno.
Great example of some of the inventive
Yeah, there it
things
is. Yeah.
Central Valley does on offense. They take the motion guy.
Yeah,
and
Fresno,
obviously
California.
the
There you go.
main concentration
At
for the
Selland
defenders.
Arena.
Schwarber runs a little corner out into the end zone. All the while, they forget about the outside receiver and Jones. He just slants underneath the coverage, and with his quick move.
Where's Fresno on a map? I don't even know. I know, know the name Fresno. I could not tell you where it is. Looks like it is
With the keeper, and he tries it again. This time
like halfway between Sacramento and LA. Interesting. You guys told me it was anywhere, and I would have believed you.
Play a little bit of extracurricular. They did
We've got our first hot take of the evening. Let's hear it, Chris. Hot take on the score bug. Never been a fan of 4-letter acronyms. That's fair. It looks a little goofy. Of course, as soon as we point it out, it goes away. But when it comes back in a second, we'll pause. It looks a little goofy. For EVRT, yeah, at least have to have the EV. So EVR versus CV. It's weird seeing a 4-letter versus a 2-letter. 2 letters a little more acceptable. 4-letter does look a little weird.
Program of small college football here in the Northwest, but Gaspar had
very odd.
That time that presents 3rd and goal.
Hawks have gotten much better push.
Punch it in. Here we go. Oh no.
Rizloff is stoned.
Stonewalled.
It's 4th down. Tavarius Davis, Torrey Butler leading the charge.
I don't hate the play call. I don't. Everett just read it.
Second consecutive time. In fact, this time taking yardage away.
That's a great example of team defense and discipline defense, Brian.
Yeah, that was just good defense by Everett.
Rizloff, a second consecutive.
Everyone's going left. He's trying to sneak it up the middle. But he's not getting any any support, so it almost seems like a miscommunication.
In fact, this time taking yardage away.
That's odd.
Great example of team defense and discipline defense, Brian. The whole play was motioning towards the left side of the
Yeah, loving those Everett uniforms. Same, honestly. Look really good.
They're going to stack it up on the left. Instead, Scott
looks really good.
Runs to the right and is stacked up by a number of
I love the dark primary and the bright secondary. Oh no! Ooh.
That was behind the penalty
Tough.
markers all over the field. That pass was bounced behind.
I think an underrated thing about the uniform is that it's the dark primary on top, bright secondary on bottom. I think a lot of teams, at least from what we've seen so far, is going to be like same color top, same color bottom. Because what was it? Corpus Christi had the baby blues. Billings said they're having all black, all white, all gray. I guess Salina has a blue and blue on the white. We'll have to wait and see what Albany ends up debuting. I feel like it's going to be orange, just based on what they've been talking about on the coach's show. But well, hey, you never know.
Still fourth down.
Boy, does that hurt. You're talking
This week in Arena Ball would definitely have more insight on that.
A penalty, just an alignment penalty, costs you not only a half a yard, but more importantly, getting the football back. As Scott Rizzoff just grounded that ball, really should have been called a lateral. I thought
That ball. Look at that ball. Tan with the blue line. That was a damn good ball.
And swing passes thrown behind the receiver, just like in the 11-man game, the outdoor game. Those are live. Good old 7. July.
What the hell was that?
Fully loaded. Designed to fit. Perfect fit checking from Sterling Savings Bank. Loaded.
Tavares Davis confident.
Really winning that battle at the line of scrimmage. You look at the point differential.
Damn, Everett was awful.
Versus the first 7 when they started out 0-7.
Terrible.
That starts at the defensive end. You can't say how important that is.
Hey Tim, thanks for hopping in here. Same arena that the Vice game was held on Sunday. Yeah, absolutely. We looked it up, and it was the Everett Event Center when Everett Hawks were playing. But now it's Angel of the Winds. But yeah, same physical building.
2 touchdowns a game. Natola up tight behind Rizloff. The ball hit the carpet.
That timing is way off. That's tough.
Natola up tight behind.
Hey, look at 17.
The ball hit the carpet.
Something's way off on that. That was not good.
The ball may have hit the carpet. And it is, yes indeed, it is Everett football.
All right, there's a stop. One stop.
Everett says thank you very much. As you'll see, Rizlov, he doesn't even get the ball from his center. Looks like another run play they're developing with a lead blocker in Weston Borba. Here's the motion man. Ball snap.
Yeah, like what was the objective here? Like 17 is running left, but 2 is running right.
He doesn't even get it.
They just run into each other. Yeah, something was off there. That was weird.
Holding on to the ball. He did not let go of that thing.
Talking about Albany better be burnt orange on black. That'd be sweet. I'd be in on that. Little burnt orange action. That'd be nice. Oh, big hit.
To the outside, Brockman is drilled by Lamonte Jones as the Hawks start deep in their own territory, though that didn't matter last time when Baker aired it out to JR.
A lot of things happen. You take a look at Dwayne Tawalili just holding on to that.
Dwayne Tawalili.
Quarterback, big fella.
Out of Eastern Kentucky, again, had never played center before. So you will go through that. Bolitnikoff loves him, and Baker
2 straight hitches.
Hassan Brockman for the first down on the near side.
See, this is what Oregon was missing this past weekend. Every play they tried to do was a deep ball. They tried to hit a home run every single play, but it's okay to take 3-4 yards at a time. You get 4 yards every play, you're marching down the field. And they just weren't taking the easiest stuff. Which they were fortunate to connect on some of those deep throws because it was just blatant blown coverages on the Billings and that allowed Oregon to even be in that game in the beginning.
hung up by J.R. Telemeni and then finished off.
Is that an ESPN ad patch on the CV uniforms? I don't know. Well, let's take a look.
Stands behind
I wouldn't think so,
the
but
Hawks offense. What kind of respect is J.R. Thomas getting right now, Fish?
Well, it's kind of funny. There's two questions you'll never get an answer to. When you ask a woman how much she weighs and a football player's 40-yard dash time. He runs a 4.28 40-yard dash. That's timed and confirmed. The fastest guy on the field. We saw him go big in the second series of the game, and he'll get a lot of respect today.
what a line.
On second down, penalty marker is thrown as Thomas gathers the ball on the near side. Lunges across the 15.
He runs a 4.28. That might be the fastest 40 time in arena in like history. I think that's incredibly fast.
5-yard penalty. Still second down.
We want to talk about respect. He beats him deep already. Kenny Haslett, you talk about talking to the defense corner.
Come on, let's go back. Where is this?
He beats him deep already. Kenny Haslett. You talk about talking to the defense corner. How do I stop this guy?
I don't think it's ESPN. It looks a little ESPN-ish, but I don't think it is.
That far off him, the guy's not even in motion. So you want to talk about respect. They see 4.28, and they know exactly what hit him because they already have 6 on the board forever.
Second down all over again, and 5 yards to go. Adrian Cockfield split to the near side with Thomas in motion.
Again, another hitch.
On the far side is
They started at their own 1, went to the 6, went to the 11. Now they're at the 20. It's like, guys, this is not that hard. Take what they give you. Take the easy stuff. Not every play has to be a home run. It'd be cool if every play was a home run, but it's just not realistic.
Big collision. Kenny Haslett just says, you know what, I'm going to give you a big bear hug. I like you so much. I'm not letting you get off the line. Early on, that seems to be the strategy for the high-motion guy. Not easy to jam a guy off the line of scrimmage when he's got a 10-yard running start at you, but Kenny Haslett, big physical defensive.
All right, under a minute.
Baker waiting for Thomas to hit the line of scrimmage, goes the other way for Brockman. First down, loses the football.
But he fumbled it.
Central Valley with another takeaway.
All right, there's one. There's the takeaway.
Out of northern Arizona, recovers.
Well, I was about to say, fourth straight hitch.
Opportunistic defense. See Hassan Brockman working for extra yardage.
Oh, man.
Tap on that ball, knocks it loose. Maurice Taylor leading the team in interception.
If you're on the right side of the field, put that ball in your right hand, dude. Come on.
Turnover machine, but just as we talked about the big turnaround for Everett on defense, getting that turnover to not take it.
See what folks are saying on Twitter right now.
Equally harmful. Everett cannot.
What is that logo?
It's a good Central Valley Coyotes team. Let's hope this defense now is up to the challenge and build off that momentum they built on the 4th down goal line stand.
We talk about Rizloff and the Coyotes offense. We got to talk about the defenses.
Ooh, good catch.
Aaron Miller, check that. Yeah, that is Miller. He changed numbers this week. Miller gathers it in inside the 20-yard line.
U.S. Army advertisement on the 15.
Miller that time is Miller just runs your basic football route, a curl route.
All right, into the first. 14-7 Everett.
Lead. A sweep for the Hawks.
Ooh, go back. Hold up.
Some way connected to the.
All right, we're back.
Arena football, demonstrated by Kurt Warner and John Elway. Arena quarterbacks pass almost every play. Score so high you'll need oxygen. Running for the sidelines? What sidelines? Offense also plays defense. Oh, one more thing. The field, only 50 yards long.
Watch the arena.
What a commercial.
On FSN.
We're going to have to clip that.
One-stop destination for everything you need to know about the World Cup. Fox Sports World Report, 7 nights a week. An award-winning show that brings you the best.
We're going to clip that and post it later. That was good.
And Michelle Lissel.
Live. This is from Gilbert. High octane. The arena game certainly lived up to
Beautiful Everett.
High octane reputation early at the Everett Event Center as the Hawks and Coyotes traded touchdowns on the first 3 possessions of the ball game.
Smooth cameras transitions.
By Everett. Now a fumble recovery by Central Valley as the Coyotes looking for the promised land. On the first play of the second quarter, Torrey Butler, the former Washington Husky, denying Marvin Brown.
I love when you got local college guys staying close to home. Like that guy playing for the Washington Huskies, playing for the Everett Hawks. I think that's pretty sweet. I know for the Orlando Predators, RIP, they had a lot of UCF folks. They had a lot of Florida folks coming through there.
Has had his share of big play moments in this role.
Oh, big man.
All over Rizloff, and he's going to be called for roughing. Big guy like that, 340 pounds. He couldn't stop himself after
Big man almost got the grab.
James Landers called for the ball that time.
Fuoma, Pella.
Receive that ball, but it's going to go for naught.
Roughing the passer, defense, number 97, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The man they call Foam is not having a good night. That's his third penalty.
We'll take a look at it. They're wanting to put hits on Scott Rizloff to slow him down a little.
See how big this hit is.
You see Pella coming off the end, and they're calling him for that shot to the head right
that's weak.
When you're coming off the end, and they're calling him for that
contact to the head, but I don't like it, but I get it, I guess. Oh, we got another hot take here. Kurt Warner would beat John Elway. Well, maybe that's not a hot take. Both are Hall of Famers in the NFL. Not everyone would translate well to the arena game. I think that's what people outside of the arena football fandom may not understand, is that just because someone's like one of the a good player in the NFL doesn't mean those skills will translate to the arena game. I know it sounds a little weird, but that's what I believe.
And penalties at almost every turn were a big part of the story.
AFL and NBC ads available on the Arena Fan YouTube page if needed. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
I'll tell you what, it's not necessarily a bad penalty. When you get this tight in arena football, those end zones get real skinny. A couple yards on that penalty isn't going to make a huge difference. In arena football, you almost want to have more room to go for the end zone. So a few yards closer in this case is better than giving up a touchdown, as Dodd Masters against Borba.
If that happened,
I love how he's pleading this case. I'm like, dude, you held the hell out of him. What are you talking about? Something I'm interested in. I think this is a good group to ask this question. Curved end zones versus, just straight up normal cornered end zones. Statistically, are more points scored on the bigger end zone because there's more room for people to score? Like in Albany, they don't have the rounded corners. They have the full end zones. I think Orlando had it last year. I wonder if there's a correlation between the arenas that have literally square footage wise a bigger end zone than the ones that don't. Or does it not matter? It's strictly the team that's doing it. That's calling the plays and executing.
Well, Everett is -9. 9 more giveaways than takeaways.
They can put a bad team on a good field, but a good team on a, I guess it's not a bad field. It's just a little smaller. Ooh, touchdown.
Easy pickets for the touchdown.
Way too easy.
Once again, the corner route pulls the defense back.
Let me see that.
With 1st and goal at the 5 is trying to cash in. Brown. Easy.
That was a nice little route combo.
Once again, the corner route pulls the defense back to protecting that end zone. When you got a guy as quick as Brown, he just picks that ball up and walks into the end zone before the Everett.
That was a really slick play design.
Quick timing plays by Central Valley. They've got on the board once again, and they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Isolated Milton Myers over on the near side. John Gockman.
It is an ESPN patch. Look at that. I'll be damned. Chris, you were right. Earlier you said, is that an ESPN patch? I didn't think it was, but yeah, that's very clearly an ESPN patch. Oh, I bet it's for a local station, like the local station in Fresno. Like ESPN Radio 1430 or whatever, 1220, whatever that says.
He is second in AF2.
Huh. Good eye, Chris. Look at him go.
About 89% on his PATs, which is also one of the best numbers in the league. And the combination of Rizloff to Brown and then Gockman for the PAT. By the way, that.
All right, I'm going to go back and watch that play design one more time. Sorry, guys. So high motion goes corner, 17, does like a drag, and 81 stays home. The drag draws this guy out. The corner draws this corner out, and 81's just by himself. They demolish that zone defense. This guy has to stay home, but he gets absorbed by 17, and this DB has no chance of covering that guy. Wow.
Easy Pickens for the touchdown.
I hope some AF1 teams are paying attention, because there's some very, very slick play designs that a lot of these teams could use. Just looking at this past weekend of football that we saw, they need some help, and they should be watching the turf tapes to find some of these plays, because these things are slick.
Central Valley's confidence on
14-14.
Bolitnikov says that comes from the work you put in Monday through Friday. Saturday is party time.
It is. They do so much work. You watch the timing here. Rizlov is so decisive. You're going to see Jones go to
Telestrator, draw it. Yes.
Milton Myers is right here.
Let's go.
All wide open for Rizlov to just step back, get it out into the flat, and he walks through into the end zone.
Who's going to be the first AF1 team to do the telestrator like that? Or IFL team, NAL, respectfully doubt it. But who's going to be the first team to bust that out? Who's going to be the first? Ooh, off the net. There you go.
Barely hangs on and will be whistled.
All right, that's 3 off the net. That's exactly what Fan Zone Arena Fan and Gary Compton were talking about last night.
Your Northwest sports scene, giving you insight to the players and events like
got to use the nets, guys. Got to use them.
The game and every night at 10.
If you're just joining, we've had a handful of folks join in the past 5-10 minutes or so. Welcome to the Turf Tapes. Appreciate you for being here. We're watching the Central Valley Coyotes at the Everett Hawks from the 2006 AF2 season. So shout out to Arena Football Fan on YouTube for having this game on there. Go check them out. They've got a lot of good content, a lot of full games on there as well. So while you're following, make sure you're following, subscribing to Off the Wall as well. So really appreciate all the support so far.
Jones separates Myers.
Good
from his senses.
Lord. All right, I'm turning this up. Headphone alert. Headphone alert here. I'm turning it up.
I know we're messing with Joe Boo there. But so be it. Oh, man. Jones separates Myers from his senses.
Lord.
Man, that is just good, hard hitting, tooth-rattling football. How many fingers?
That was nuts.
You take a look at Brian Baker.
Listen to this.
Oh.
That doesn't even need comment right there. You're right. That is just teeth rattling.
Hit him so hard he hurt his parents.
Well, I mean, what happened last drive? Let's talk about it. What happened last drive? They're running hitches the entire time, working their way down the field. What did they try to do just now? They tried running a hitch, and 5 said no. Or no, it wasn't a hitch, I guess. Never mind. It's just a little cross route.
That's so be it. Jones separates Myers from his senses.
Brutal.
Man, that is just, how many
comment right there, parents.
Good Lord.
You will not see Milton trying. Davis. Good catch in a tight spot. And
good little 10-yard hitch.
Have a few words afterward.
I'm just at Arena Football TV privated Arena Bowl 13 again. Hey, Central Florida. Shout out to Trey Davis. Yeah, that sucks. I need to look at their page, see what they still have live, because they had a ton of games that they've been slowly just kind of removing them, which is sad.
For a guy who was driving a delivery truck a year ago in South Florida, Baker looks to the near side, then throws to the far, and over everybody, it is going to be 4th down. Although somebody got a licking down there after the ball left.
I got to tell you, Brian,
apparently you can get Telestrator software for approximately $90. I always thought it'd be more expensive. Maybe the revenue from the network. We see it in the IFL later this season. Sure.
Central Valley gets away with one, and it's going to be 4th and short.
Sure, they'll have some
The
extra
Hawks.
pocket change. Let's see if they
Hawks on
can
4th down.
bust out Telestrator software.
20th in the league at 31% if they convert it. Baker finds Thomas before Jones hauls him down across the 15-yard line. But all you got to do is move the chains and give yourself a chance.
You got to respect J.R. Thomas's speed. Look at the cushion this creates. He's going full speed. All he needs is 3 yards. The DB's got to respect it. Boom.
Great footwork
At 5
there.
yards,
Oh,
he's
my.
got it. All he needs is 3 yards. The DB's got it. Look at the cushion
this
this
footwork.
creates. He's going full speed. All he
Accelerates,
needs is 3
decelerates.
yards. The DB's got to respect it. Boom. At 5 yards, he's got
that
it.
guy's
And let's
quick.
not forget, too, he is the guy that, because of his speed, can make a 3-yard catch.
J.R.
into something a lot
Thomas.
bigger.
Jeff Aaron, J.R. Thomas, you take a look at the numbers. 2 catches, 51 yards in the touch.
It opens up a lot of play calling for Tony Wells, the coach. He says Myers, Brockman, and Thomas, the best 3 receivers he's had. He goes to Myers again on this play for another completion.
Ooh.
He says it gives him an opportunity to call different kind of plays, and every play is eligible in the book because all 3 are dangerous. All 3 can do same things. He hasn't been able to say that all season. And Myers, Brockman, and Thomas right now getting the job done down on the field.
Notice an adjustment now. Instead of the vertical game, guys, they're starting to go underneath and play the intermediate stuff. Is that just a matter of changing the rhythm, or is Central Valley beginning to get a little bit of pressure on Baker, so he's got to get rid of it fast?
They've been in his face a little bit early on, Brian, so I think they've got to counteract that with some short passes, all the while knowing they can get Thomas behind anybody.
Except he's held, then releases, and an
Oh.
acrobatic attempt, not
That
quite.
would have been sweet.
A penalty marker thrown at the line of scrimmage. Boy, he
I know head coach J.R. Wells used to play for the Everett Hawks. I'm wondering what year he used to play for him.
Offside. Defense, number 4. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So the Hawks will benefit from the penalty.
AF1 posted an eyes emoji under the Turf
Runs into
Tapes
Milton
tweet.
Myers
Huh.
and company tries to adjust to that
Interesting.
football. Brian Baker puts it a little bit to the middle of the field, and you know that's timing. When a guy just
Hello,
gets in this
AF1.
week, you only get a couple
Welcome
days of
in.
practice. That's a huge quarterback receiver timing issue. You don't have time to work together. Keep in mind, Brian Baker's coming off an injury. That just all feel right there. They almost hooked up. They come up a little short.
Fish, you think this guy has got NFL potential?
Shot with the
Oh.
Carolina. There we go again.
Oh, dude.
Well, I can ask him. He's right in front of me right
Why don't you
now.
help him out there?
I talked to him.
If you
before the
touch
game.
it,
He
you
was
got to
in
be able to
Carolina
grab it,
Panthers
man.
camp
Come
in
on now.
2002, and when you have 4.28 speed, you're going to get some looks. He wasn't able to stick. I asked him if there's anybody in the league faster than him, and he said, well, maybe Tim Dodge in Quad City, but he's quite proud of his speed. But I would think you know, with that kind of speed, you have to get looks from somebody, and right now he's getting a lot of looks from Central Valley's defense.
Well, I'll tell you, a guy comes right to mind is Brad Pyatt, who held on.
That's
held
crazy.
on
When,
with
like, running a
Indianapolis couple of
4.28
years ago
at 6 foot,
with the, out in
that's
northern
very
Arizona,
fast.
and
Like,
Pyatt is a
usually
guy who
the
now has
4.28
actually got
guys
himself
are
some
like
free agent
5'9",
money, and he's
5'10",
moved on to the next stop.
maybe
He's one of
5'8".
the
I think
best
Dre
kick returners in
Archer,
the NFL for a
years
couple
ago, he
years.
ran a
Is that
4.2. He was like
These
5'6",
guys
5'7",
are
low
like
guy. So
7
being able to do that at 6
If
foot,
you see that
that's
time
impressive.
on the field, they're always going to come looking for you.
Baker, wow, for a big guy who's not noted for his running abilities, he does well to get around the corner before Doug Langenfeld.
That'll put so Doug Baker said 4 socks. That's his medicine.
Myers gets turned around.
Catch by the front row.
That was a timing route. Myers turned inside the Shorner Award last year at South Dakota. That's sort of the Division II Heisman Trophy for the Harlan Hill Award last year at South Dakota. That's sort of the Division II Heisman Trophy, and he won the game last week at Stockton.
And he had a heck of a game too.
The
Shorner
D2
flat out
Heisman
football
winner
guy
was
at
playing for the
5'10".
Everett Hawks.
He's got an arm
Wow.
that I'll put up there with anybody. He can throw it the length of the field, and he's going to get some time today. But Brian Baker and he both make a great tandem for this.
It was 14-7 at the end of the first. It's now 14-14. The scoring very much slowed down.
The Hawks facing 4th down, and Jones puts hands on Thomas
QB's
at
just
the goal line, but
slinging
the
it
ball was
a little too
away,
much, I would say.
And so as Everett made a stop on downs in the first quarter, the Coyotes repay the favor here in the second. And so that's essentially 2 takeaways now for Central Valley.
It is. They're big takeaways, especially when you talk about the depth.
That was 4th down too. Jeez.
Has. I talked with Coach Wells before the game, and he said, "You know what? We're just going to kind of work JR into this thing. We're not going to throw it at him. He's just learned this offense.
So the coach
If you look at
for
what's going
the
on
Everett
now,
Hawks was
he's using
Tony
them
Wells.
quite a bit, and they're missing the offensive fluidity.
J.R.
So now it
Wells. I
falls
wonder if
to the
there's,
defensive coordinator,
is there a
Tony
relation
Hilfick,
there?
who last year was at Birmingham with Bobby Humphries. Remember, Sean Alexander went to Alabama and broke all of Humphries' records. And Humphries was
I don't
released.
know. We'll have to investigate.
Up here in Everett as Tony Wells defensive coordinator, and he's done a great job, particularly with the quarterback pressure. We mentioned 7 sacks the last 3 games. Swing pass and the pick play. Brown
Oh, fumble.
Lock ball comes out. Everett is on it. Brockman with the recovery. Penalty marker is
This game's getting
thrown.
ugly. This game looked like it was going to be high octane, but now it is ugly. Discussion of quarterbacks earlier got me thinking, are there any current college quarterbacks that would excel in arena leagues? That's a good question.
First down.
Everett football.
On the, let me turn this back down a little bit.
These guys are flying to the football, making things happen.
I think Gary Compton mentioned this yesterday about how like a lot of arena teams this year have been using like shotgun and read option and stuff like that, where we haven't seen that once in this game. And I think it really comes down to the players in high school and college. All they do is shotgun. Like they do shotgun from the time they're in middle school, high school, spread offense. Like they're almost all doing shotgun. So I'm curious, like if the game is shifting to be a little bit more run oriented with like read option type plays, I wonder if like a triple option quarterback could possibly excel in arena football. Obviously, they would have to be able to throw the ball to succeed, or you would think, but kind of molding somebody who's used to taking the ball from under center, like an Army or a Navy quarterback, taking the ball from under center, running the triple option stuff, but then also being able to sling it. Like I don't know. I don't know if there are any like traditional offenses really left in college football nowadays. But I'd be interested to hear anyone else's thoughts on that. I think that's a very good question from Chris. So here it is again. The discussion of quarterbacks got me thinking, are there any current college quarterbacks that would excel in the arena league? So if you have any thoughts, go ahead and throw it in the chat. We'll share it. We'll discuss it. Great question, Chris.
When you get comfortable with a certain read and it's not there, all of a sudden you back
World of football, the boys. Guess I forgot the AF2 was using the tan AFL ball with the blue stripe. Yeah, that's a great ball. What a ball. I had one. I don't know if I caught it or my dad bought it for me when I was a young lad, but had one that I ended up getting, I think, the 2004 or 2005 Predators to sign. That was pretty sweet. I'll have to see if he still has that.
On the play. Timeout, Everett.
No flag. Timeout taken by the Hawks. Baker started 6 for 6. He is 4 of his last 10, but the Hawks have a chance.
Started 6 for 6, 4 for 10 since. Yikes.
This is who get best. This is from Bill. Every play.
Jeff Aaron brought up 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3rd down.
With a chance to take the lead late. Everett 0 for 2 on 3rd down tonight. Baker under pressure. Will run.
Look at him go.
He's got a chance. The ball comes out and it's
ball comes out. Jeez.
Aaron Miller. Out of Oregon.
This is an ugly second quarter of football. Ugly.
But Brian Baker doesn't see anybody behind him. He takes off into open.
Yes, indeed. Good little tease for the folks here. Looking forward to chatting it up with you later this week. Absolutely. We're going to be doing a little IFL preview over on the World of Football channel. So go check that out later on this week. I would imagine it's probably going to be up on Friday when the games go, but I'll let World of Football be the ones to decide that. But yeah, looking forward to chopping it up with the Snow Bros. I don't know if we can test that out. We can market that. The Snow Boys, the Snow Guys. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, World of Football. Excited to work with them a little bit later on.
Central Valley takes over. 4 plays there in the house. Everett comes right back and scores, and then it's been a couple of turnovers, a couple of stops on downs.
Oh,
just out of the grasp of the defender.
no, I thought that was going to be picked.
Defended by Torrey Butler. It's incomplete. Penalty marker is down in the end zone on the other side of the field. Butler didn't appear to look for that ball, but Brown couldn't handle it.
Well, I tell you, the
There you go. Thursday night, Friday morning, IFL preview. Going to be fun chatting it up with the world of football, guys.
Offense, number 51. Penalties declined. Second down.
Take a look at this play. There's easy call for the referee.
Randy and his annoying assistant podcaster. Yeah, that assistant is the worst. Couldn't imagine working with that guy. Yuck. Kind of sad that AF1 went with a basic ball this year. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled with the ball design, but I do think it's interesting that each team can put their own individual spin on it with their team logo, with their individual team sponsor that they can sell. There's no shortage of avenues of sponsorship and sales for these teams, especially with the ball. So I like the individual liberties that they get with it, but yeah, I wasn't really blown away by it either. I think that's a fair thing to say.
By Rizloff. Take a look at the center, Dwayne.
Encroachment, defense number 68.
Encroachment.
Penalty, still second down.
All right, guys, let's get it together. Let's get some points on the board here. We're going through a drought right now.
University, you guys didn't know. And Central.
Yeah, we got them 3 out of 5, but the one that hurt is the one in the playoffs. They beat us, number 1 in the country. They upset us, and they eventually went on to that national
I didn't catch that.
game. Where in the worst rule in sports, they tied in the national championship game. So, it's a fantastic.
At any time, Dwayne Toei Ilili out of Eastern Kentucky. Rookie center.
Oh, he intercepted. Oh, no. Oh, defensive lineman almost intercepted that. That would have been sick.
I need to do the hop, but he forgot to pick up that football first. You see oh, so close. Is John Fields right now.
Look at this.
We talked about his dominance in the pregame.
They tried to cut him.
You see that play right there. The center cuts him down. Look at Gaspar. Cuts him to the ground. John Fields does like in center about his dominance in the oh, so close.
Yeah, they tried to cut him.
We talked about his dominance in the pregame. He is all
quarterback just needed to get rid of that a half second sooner.
Cuts him down. Look at Gaspar. Cuts him to the ground. John Fields does like an up down. Those things he used to do for punishment. He pops right back.
Central Washington, another local guy. Makes sense. Keep the local talent if you can.
We've been talking that one for a long time.
Central Valley is fifth in AF2. 53.
All right, 4th and 5. Let's see here. Good catch.
And Marvin Brown moves the chains.
Oh, great question, Arena Ball. What's worse, flag-heavy game or turnover-heavy game?
From the backside, John Fields was coming right to your lazy boy.
Well, lucky for us, we have both today,
We've watched the Hawks,
which is kind of sucks, I guess. But I think flag-heavy. I think flag-heavy is worse because turnover-heavy, you could see defenses making good plays, but flag-heavy, it's just sloppy, undisciplined bad football, like that.
I wonder if Rizloff is really hard counting.
He may very well be, but that's the third one for Pella. And he's got to really figure out where his focus is because he's hurting his Everett Hawks team right now.
Third offsides for that guy in this game.
That interior line, and right now, it's just not going well for him.
Still first down.
Giving him 5 yards a pop.
A personal foul call, although you could have argued whether.
So he's got 3 offsides and a personal foul. That's 30 yards worth of penalties for that one guy in one half of football.
Doesn't like to see that.
That's crazy.
Out of his players approaching the final minute now of the first half. Miller in motion the far side.
Oh, look at him go. Nice little handoff.
He's rumbling to the 15-yard
Let's go. Run the ball.
Another Central Valley first down.
Let's go. Let's run it back. Easy peasy.
Miller in motion.
Love this. Look at the right guard. Right guard. They're lined up, man on man. Right guard, left end, nose guard, center, left guard, right end. They're lined up, man on man, hat on hat. But the right guard's going to ignore the defensive end and go straight to the second level, which enables the running back to just get sprung forward. Watch this. This rules. This is awesome.
A minute now, the first half. Miller in motion, the far side, the hand.
He takes the defensive end out of the play with like hardly even touching him.
A minute now, the first half.
Like he gives him a little tap,
Miller in motion, the far side, the
opens
hand.
up the hole for 8 to gain 10 yards on the ground. Like it's the little things like that. It's like AF1 teams, I'm begging you, watch old games like this and literally steal their playbook. The playbook is literally there. It's on YouTube. You've got 30 years worth of games to steal from. Please. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
The 15-yard line just inside, and another Central Valley first down. Time taken. Guardia on a 12-yard play.
All right, Chris, what do we got here? I'd say it depends if the flags are evenly split or one-sided. If even, still pretty okay, but one-sided definitely puts a damper on things. Yeah. Yeah, I guess think of a certain team from last year that had a lot of penalties, and
Kings and queens of poker royalty face off in a
we know how that worked out. 14-14, 1 minute left. All right, let's get some points on the board here, folks.
The halftime lead in the final minute, both games. Rizla for Brown.
Good catch.
Hangs on to the ball, touchdown. Lightning strikes a third time for the Coyotes. They have their first lead of the night.
Well, they use it with
Leave the helmet on, boys.
Brown to come all the way across. Rizlov finally finds that angle. You see him looking left, right in that corner there. Marvin Brown comes across, and Dodd Masters really was lost. They're in the zone defense. He didn't really see it.
Let's go back real quick.
First two meetings between.
Let's look at the layers here.
Everett, the halftime lead in the final minute, both games. Rizla
Levels. So high man's going to go deep. Slot man's just going to do like a little 5-yard in. They just take advantage of the levels, throw it where they're not. That's a solid play call in the red zone, or not even in the red zone, on the opponent's side of the field. That's pretty sweet.
The first lead of the game, which is really big, is delivering some punishment in the interior. Gockman's extra point. A punish
His helmet came off?
And the Hawks late in the first half.
His helmet got breathed on and it came off. What the hell?
And for the first time tonight is really well handled. You see the helmet pop off and everything.
Calling all Hawks fans, a cast of Hawks stronger and louder together. Bring your group to the next Hawks home.
8 picking up the defensive end. That's big. That's big time. Oh, that would have been a deuce.
74, extension 206.
That would have been 2 points.
Between the goal
that score going from 21-14 to 23-14. That's a big difference.
Hassan Brockman will not get a chance to return this one, and so the Hawks will start from their own 5-yard line. Wes Beshorner is going to take over at quarterback. We mentioned Beshorner, small in stature, but big in performance as he led the Hawks to the victory.
Beshorner coming in.
I'll tell you what, small in stature,
D2 Heisman coming in. They said, Baker, you haven't done a damn thing this second quarter.
You can play football. This kid has a sling on him and can throw it downfield with the best of them. A lot of the guys on the team really
see what the kid can do.
He throws the football. They love the way Brian Baker throws the football too. But it's a really good 1-2 punch. Let's see if he can rally the troops here at the end of the half.
Beshorner at 5'10" gives up several inches to Baker. Penalty marker is thrown.
Ooh, good throw. A little high, but it's fine.
Goes the wrong way and doesn't get but a yard more. Penalty marker is down.
Beshorner to Brockman.
Now, if you're 5'10" and Brockman talking things over with Wells, saying, "Hey, turn upfield and go." That's what Wells is saying, don't you think?
Yeah, you can't go east-west. Every football coach will tell you that. It's got to be a north-south game, but I think this one might come back with Everett. I think Beshorner snapped the ball.
The old heads think the deuce is gimmicky, but I love that it adds another layer to the kicking game. Yeah, it just makes the kicker that much more important and impactful. And it also incentivizes folks to utilize the nets. So, like, if you're going for the deuce, you miss left or right, you're still going to hit the net.
5'10".
So
How much better do you have to know the offense, the time?
How some folks don't even have a kicker that can make it to the net is just mind-boggling. You gotta find a guy that can at least make contact with the net on a kickoff. You have to, because we saw it in Washington. Washington's kicker couldn't get it to the net. He booted it. Daquan Bailey Brown caught it, and he was off to the races, ran it back for a touchdown. So it's a little gimmicky, but to your point, it adds another layer to the kicking game and makes kickers that much more impactful and that much more important.
He gets that line of scrimmage before Bashorner's ready for him. The ball is snapped late, and Everett's offsides.
See nearly a season's
And clock's rolling. Go. Come on. Oh, go. Oh, what a catch. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Look at Bashoner going crazy. Let's go.
I guess he's got the ability to go vertical. 48 yards.
Welcome to the ball game, Bashorner.
That thing went 35 in the air, an absolute dart for a 48-yard touchdown. What a play!
You want to talk about bringing energy back into this crowd?
And look, he sprinted downfield. Who's the first guy to greet him? The quarterback. First guy to greet him at the 5-yard line right after he scored. This quarterback was hyped. I love that.
Bashorner and company just did it, and the Hawks now pull even.
Provided Hawley makes the extra point.
Oh, left-footed kickers. Gross.
His second half of the season has been much better. And he is Everett.
Good thing he didn't. This guy wants a piece of the action.
No, he fell.
Over the top. The action.
Look at this.
Watch this guy right here. He's all about it. This guy wants a piece of the action. He goes.
Oh, no. What was he thinking? He's doing a handstand over there.
It's a good thing he didn't fall out just a little bit sooner, or Brockman might have done a Mike Curtis on it. Or a Mike Ditka, or a John Field.
Look at this guy.
Over the top.
He's doing a full-on handstand.
It's a good thing he didn't fall out just a little bit sooner, or Brockman might have done a Mike Curtis on it. Or a Mike Ditka, or a John Fields.
That's hilarious.
A bet from the buddy sitting next to him, or if that was just something he thought that would do to get the crowd fired up. The action was going on behind him as Hassan Brockman walks into it. And here's the proud popper right here.
Well, I think, Dora the Explorer was just in the building, and they just reset the field and reset the dashers. And I think some of those pads might be a little bit loose, and the thing might have given way on.
Well, blame it on Dora the Explorer then, Brian. That guy was...
What are we doing here? We're talking about Dora the Explorer.
Enthusiasm from the Everett Hawk crowd as Hassan Brockman walks into the end zone.
That was awesome. That was so good.
Play for that offense to get back.
There's my social clip.
How
it's going to be fun.
Brockman's game tonight last week.
All right, we wanted points back on the board. We got points back on the board. Let's see what they can do in this final 25 seconds here.
Hawley with a little squib.
Straight to the fan. Good stuff.
In the seats for a touchback. Mariners baseball on FSN. The M's have has for kicking that start at the 20 is aid to go for the jugular. A real.
If you can get a quick score in 25 seconds, it's like 2 minutes in arena football. Block can happen.
Rizloff gets a hand.
Oh.
Jones finds himself.
Oh, wow.
Dances.
What a move.
Rizloff.
How did he bite on that?
Jones finds
Whoop.
himself.
Come on, dude.
Into the end zone and
what a move.
Richard Dodd Masters beside himself with his teammate as Lamonte Jones celebrates with his teammates.
Well, it's one of those plays where he almost had some. Go watch him in the pocket. He's able to sidestep. John Fields almost has him, but the time he can buy himself in the pocket and keep his eyes downfield is a sign of a great quarterback. And Scott Rizloff is certainly the best in the business in AF2 He capitalizes in a hurry, as we were talking about, and puts the Coyotes back on top.
Jones
Hold up.
has caught.
They jacked up the scoreboard. They went from 21 to 27 to 33 to 39. Yeah, that's not right.
Night. Once again, he stuns the Hawks in the final minute.
Look at this move.
He's going to come across. He's going to do a deep drag route across the field. There's going to be people clearing it out this way to leave that underneath space. Rizlov makes himself time in the pocket, and that allows Jones to clear the space, catch the ball.
I thought the linebacker was going to knock that down.
And afterward,
what a hezzy step there.
Out of his equipment. Got an earful
Jeez.
from his teammate Richard Dodd Masters. But see, now we talked about this team being grumpy during the week, and they said
good guys each other trying to. They're the two defensive specialists.
Another deuce.
They work together like a pitcher and catcher in a battery. These guys know what each other's going to do, and so when they.
So I'm keeping track of balls that go into the net. That's the fifth kickoff that's gone into the net. I'd rather it be the middle, the rebound net. It's the fifth one. So we can compare this to games from this past weekend. We can compare that to upcoming games and get a look at how kickers are just not holding up their end of the deal here.
Stop times and make it happen.
half like we started the ball game. Rapid fire scoring. Shorter has Myers.
Yeah.
And he just runs out of bounds to split.
Right by the defense. It's a team ball game. You got to be able to protect.
Floor was open.
Watch Thomas run right by the defender.
There was nobody in his stratosphere.
If you can't block up front, you can't expect a quarterback just in the hop out. So even if guys are pulling on him, he can stand in the pocket there. A lot of times you hear about, say, Myers of the closing seconds of the first half, he can do it again.
10 of the league, 6th in AF2 in completion average, but this time
intercepted.
Jones, who is wrestled down by Tavarius Davis at the goal.
That was a poor throw.
By the time, just time for
Rizlov, you know Rizlov is going to air it out. A second to do
The
it.
one. Get down.
Yeah, they don't. Kind of lay off of it. That's where the first half. That's exactly right. Last in town. Jeff for its
lost in the secondary. So
hey, is that Slasher? Look at him.
Out the second or the first half.
No, it's not. I'm joking. It's not.
Central Valley is right on pace for its season average of 56 points a game, which has them 5th in AF2.
I figured out why I like the combination. It's the Nashville Predators hockey team. It's the same color combination. That's where my brain is.
They're also 7th in total defense. Jeff Aaron with Tony Wells in front of the Everett bench.
Coach, your team got off.
All right, let's skip ahead here.
Got to both Baker and Bashorner as you find that they rush their throws a little in arena.
Especially in toxins and that. You're one of the millions.
Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, guys. I want to get a screenshot to throw on Twitter real quick. See if we can get a couple more folks in here.
A 28-21 lead as they try to sweep this 3-game season series over the Hawks. They are halfway home in Everett.
There we go. All right, we're going to let this commercial play. Let me fix this screenshot real quick.
It's an important question, especially if you're one of the millions who suffer a hangover after moderate social drinking. The answer is in how Chaser works. Just take 2 Chaser caplets with your first drink and 2 more later. Chaser is made of specially processed calcium carbonate and charcoal. These ingredients absorb toxins and acids, then pass them out of your system, kind of like a filter. The next morning, you'll wake up feeling great.
All right, here we
Here's
go.
proof. In clinical trials, Chaser reduced hangover symptoms as much as 70% over placebo. 70%. Pain relievers only dull the agony once you have a hangover, and they carry serious alcohol warnings. But Chaser helps stop hangovers before they start. That's it. The simple facts behind Chaser. It absorbs toxins, then passes them from your system. Take it while you drink to help you wake up feeling great. Find out if Chaser's right for you.
Is Chaser right for you?
These fine stores.
Let's
Or
find
for more
out.
information, go to chaseronline.com.
You missed FNC Live last night. You missed the action.
The Mariners big.
All right, let's skip ahead.
70.
like the tape from.
Here we go, crowd shots. Look at the boys. The boys just enjoying an arena football 2 game on a Saturday night.
Coach, your team's been a second half team all year. You got the lead at the half, but
Fred Bolitnikoff Jr.
Not happy with your team's play.
No, I don't know whether to be disappointed with our play a little bit or to applaud Everett. They've done a magnificent job down here, especially down here on the goal line down here. They stopped our run game down there, and if they're gonna make a score from the 25-yard line, we're gonna do that.
All right, we'll see what you do in the second half.
Thank you so much,
Coach Freddie Blitnikoff Jr.
Man, his voice was giving out. He's been barking. All right, here we go. Second half is underway.
James Lewis.
Is that off the net? Oh, he runs into his own guy. No. Brutal. All right, got a couple people just joining in here. Everybody, welcome. Welcome to the Turf Tapes. If this is your first time, hello. We're watching an AF2 game from the 2006 season. It's the Central Valley Coyotes at the Everett Hawks from June 24th, 2006. So big shout out again to Arena Football Fan on YouTube for having this game on their channel. Go give them a follow if you don't already. If you're following and subscribing and you're in the mood, please make sure you're doing the same for Off the Wall as well. Whether it's on YouTube, on social media, Instagram, X/Twitter, TikTok, all the things and stuff. Go follow us on there and check it out. Let me know what you think.
Who is one of Rizlov's main men.
And then the chat is wide open as well. We've been having some good conversation here. Chris has been bringing up some really good questions. His eagle eye has caught a couple things in the broadcast. World of Football bringing up some good questions. Tim Capper going through and dropping some nuggets here and there. Yeah, I think we're having a good time in the chat. So if you got a hot take or a bold prediction for this weekend's games coming up, we got the NAL, AF1, and IFL all in action for the first time in 2025. Let me know what you think. We got a pretty good slate of games coming up, and should be a good little appetizer for the season that we got ahead. So we've got a handful of games on Friday and actually more games on Friday than Saturday this week. So Friday night's going to be a busy one.
You'll see him on reverses. You might see him throw a pass or two. He's a guy that does it all for him.
6'3", 215.
Chris, does anyone watching these get the urge to call one of the smaller sponsors with their phone number on the banner and see if they still exist? No, but that'd be funny. See if they're still around.
And draws the penalty flag. Interference against Lawan Edwards, who is playing his first down, I think, of the night in down and distance, recently signed from the University of Texas, but also a penalty marker near the line of scrimmage.
God, Chris, ever since you mentioned the 4-letter thing, I can't not see it.
Offense, pass interference, defense.
The R kind of looks like an A too, so it looks like EVAT.
Replay, second down.
Yuck. Gross.
They cannot because that did not have a chance to respond and get back. So we'll do it all over again.
Edwards out of West Texas A&M.
Another great handoff. Look at him go.
The chain and gone. Touchdown.
Run the damn ball.
I'll tell you what, the running plays
Look at this.
Football average about 2.8 yards. There have been 2 runs for Central Valley today that have gone for 10
Let's see
yards
this
plus.
replay.
That, no
Let's take a look at this
the biggest
replay.
is by Natoa, a guy that
Come on,
was
FSN,
in
show the replay.
camp with the Utah Blaze and Arena Football 1 earlier this year.
Look at the
Rumbled
cutback.
Untouched into the end zone, a 20-yard touchdown to put
20-yard touchdown untouched.
You know, into I got
We're going back.
all over again.
Edwards out of West Texas.
And Everett did not have a chance to respond and get back. So we'll do
Same thing. Same thing as before on the big run. The left guard lets the defensive end take himself out of the play. He attacks the second level, allows running back to start right, cut back left.
do it all over again.
Edwards out of West Texas A&M, and Vinatoa is off the chain and gone.
Run the ball, guys.
Central Valley.
AF1, run the ball. Please, I beg of you. Good things happen.
Average about 2.8 yards. There have been 2 runs for
Yes,
Central
is
Valley
passing
today that have gone for
sexier in
10
the
yards
Arena
plus.
Football League?
That, no
Absolutely.
question,
Or
being
in
the biggest
Arena
by
Football. Yes.
Natoa,
Of course
guy
it
that
is.
was
But you
in
need to set the standard. Establish your dominance at the line of scrimmage with the damn running game.
Rumbles untouched
Come on.
into the end zone, a 20-yard touchdown to put
with, and then they actually do hand it off to Natoa.
Oh, I missed it.
Misses. Does it first touch of this game, which is atypical in AF2. Natoa's got family in the area. He is making them proud as he gives.
He's probably shocked that nobody was touching him and nobody was around him.
Man has a big
run of the season until the 20-yard touchdown he just scored was 8 yards.
Gawkman, what a name.
AF2 missed the extra point, but it is
off the net. There you go.
Lead for Central Valley, and that will go as
that's kick number 7. That went off the net.
We were talking to Fred.
You could say it rebounded off the net.
You know he's enjoying this right now. You know, he's kind of an aw-shucks guy. But
be an interesting name for something.
Well, he definitely has a certain degree of cockiness, bordering a little on arrogance, but I don't know if that's a bad thing in football. But I asked him beating a team 3 times in one season. He says, well, I guess if we do, we own them, don't we? And just the way he said it, scored just about a few minutes in. Too fast guy on the board. So
is that last week points in the second half shut him out in the third quarter. So they know how to dial it up on both sides of the ball. Bashorner to Brockman for the first down.
He's got a favorite target in Brockman. Clearly. 17 clearly likes number 80.
Recognizing the coverage.
How do you not get it to the guy who runs a 4.28? Like, keep him involved in the game plan now. Come on.
Bashorner stands tall in the pocket, delivers a nice strike for a first down gain.
Brockman's 6th catch of the night. We'll take a look at Bashorner's numbers. 17 yards, almost 18 yards per completion, ranks him 6th in AF2. Waiting for Thomas to hit the line as the motion man under.
What are you? Oh my God! How's he staying alive? He throws it to the big man. All that for like a 3-yard gain.
On the near side at midfield, but he bails out to a Fomapela. Weren't you just saying the other day the big guys love to touch the ball?
That's why it draws them to the Arena Football League. They know they're going to get a chance to touch the football. They're as eligible as anybody else on the field if they declare themselves ineligible downfield.
Receiver number 56, 5-yard penalty.
Here on the near side, and look at Bashorner.
Pella, but with the pass rush kind of blind, they don't have Bashorner's.
11th penalty of the night against the Hawks.
11 penalties. Yikes.
On the far side, first down for the Hawks. And J.R. Thomas was once again even farther.
Hawks gotta get something going here if they wanna keep up. Central Valley's not gonna slow down.
Now, the quarterback's coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
And he knows about big TD. TD, 6'4", 6'5", is a big target. And a guy that in the Arena Football League is a fantastic two-way player because of his size in the middle of the field. That time, though, we see him use his size to convert extra yards.
Tavarius Davis
was out of the game last year. Just couldn't find anything that worked for him financially. He just bought a house, so he drove a truck delivering patio furniture. Bashorner bails out Brockman in the neighborhood.
Rush is getting it now.
It's not better at 5'10".
You got to get the ball in J.R. Thomas's hands now. Come on.
Be that communication, that knowledge of this guy going to be out of his break when I throw the ball there. That trust. Davis is clearly a man Bashorner trusts.
I don't hate that. They were respecting the hell out of J.R. Thomas's high-end speed there. They gave Davis a ton of room underneath.
Just hit that third step and get it out. They do use JR on the side there. He lets play, though. The high motion corner, you see Tavarius Davis just kind of hang out on the side there. He lets the defense go.
Yeah, like a 10-yard cushion because they were worried about getting beat.
6'4" frame gets another first down, and now they're knocking on the door at the goal line.
Davis last week at Stockton, 4 catches.
All right, get to Brockman, please. Come on.
Brockman is the motion man. Bashorner floating the pass that way. Brockman with the one-handed attempt. He was interfered with by Haslam.
Yeah, Haslam knew he was beat off the line of scrimmage. Again, that presses him. So off the line, Brockman's going to go to the back.
Yeah, he's tugging big time.
There's nothing that
would have been sweet.
From throwing the flag on that play. Yeah, sure. Right back at his responders now are not
coming into the ball game tonight. Would be key red zone possessions because Central Valley is.
All right, let's see if Bashorner can punch it in here.
Struggled at times inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
Oh yes. Hell yeah, that was awesome. Give it to the big guy.
Shine touchdown.
Willie Shine, the boy.
The opponent's 10-yard line. This time, though, the big man.
If you have a guy named Willie Shine, who's a big 6'3", 300-pound offensive lineman, you got to give it to him. Get him the ball.
Spotting the ball just inside the 1 yard line.
No, down at the half-yard line. Come on.
Pushed over the goal line. That's a big fella going north-south, lowering his shoulder on West.
It's a good call, but boo, regardless.
I think we could pull.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, the ground called the fumble. Never mind.
I think we could pull Wes Borb, and he would say, you know what? If they're going to run that play, please take me out because Willie Shine is far too big of a man for me to be taken head on like that.
So on second and goal,
oh, great play. I love this. This needs to be in every single team's goal line playbook. Looking at you, Southwest Kansas. Look at this. Under center. Running back's going to run ahead. The quarterback's going to do like a step backwards. Let the running back be the lead blocker.
Head on like that.
Step back, lead blocker. Get in. It's right there. It's right there. Hello, you stream pretty cool and I feel entertained. That's why I followed you. Get away, Dennis, you bot. Get out. Shoo.
Wes Bashorner on a well-blocked play.
I got to tell you, Brian, that's one of the advantages commanders can't find you. You can find that.
All right, left-footed kicker. Here we go.
Situations. That's exactly what Wes did there.
That's where 5'10" helps you.
Oh, they held big time on that.
Finds the middle of the uprights out of Bashorner.
Bashorner keeping Everett in the game.
Back point game of the uprights out of Bashorner's hold to 6-point game.
He definitely got in.
Back within one.
It's a very yellow touchdown, or a very, very yellow end zone.
No prettier spot on earth when the weather is good than the Puget Sound. Hassan Brockman, just about. But Emmett White, no prettier kickoff that it was another night.
Wait, what just happened? Everett just scored.
To 6-point Valley at the event center.
All right, it's 34-28. Everett just scored. I think we're missing a chunk of the game here. What the hell?
There's nothing like the
said just before kickoff.
Now it's 40-28. Yeah, we're missing a chunk of the game here. What the hell? Central Valley's kicking off. I guess we'll never know what happened. Everett's getting right back on it. All right, cool.
Just about. But Emmett White tripped him up as he blew through that gap. 10-yard
range from the referee. Landers picked some bad timing to do that. As referee standing right there, you thought Bashorner back down to one score.
All right, Bashorner. See what you got, bud.
J.R. Thomas, one of the biggest receptions that he got. Landers been in AF2 for a long time, so I guess he knows everybody. Here's Brockman. Motion to the far side.
Good blitz pickup. Good run.
And brought down, sacked by
Never
Emmett
mind.
White, who is having a huge second half.
Looks, 5 guy. That's the guy. That motion man.
The Bashorner stumbles. Friendly marker is thrown. Davis is hog. Emmett White end zone. These props.
No, I did against it. To be commended for
I see what we got here.
He's making a big impact here tonight.
Come on, Bashorner. Offside, free play.
Third down. Leaping attempt is made. Bashorner led Brockman too much.
Go deep if you got a free play, Bashorner. Come on now.
You look at
I meant Vince Young, by the way, not Vince White. People are going, who's Vince White? Well, Vince White. That's Vince White down there, number 1 White. How many penalties in this game? That has just killed the rhythm here.
Offside. Offense, number 11. Penalties decline. 4th down.
The referee's got to get their airtime too, you know, Brian.
Davis was the motion man, I think. Again, another motion violation.
Well, with the positives of changing quarterbacks and increasing that momentum, also comes some negatives. A lot of times the snap count is different from quarterback to quarterback.
12 penalties for 63 yards. Good Lord.
That kill drives and kill momentum. It seems like in this second half, with every play, comes a yellow hanky.
Here comes Thomas. Hawks 1 for 1 on 4th down. Brockman.
Oh, get in, Brockman.
They cleared him out. Brockman got the first down and is punished by White.
Whew. Good Lord.
He wants,
what a hit.
he says, you know what? Go ahead, hit me.
He bounced up pretty quick from that. quicker than any of us. Look at that.
Coming right at you in your living room. It's on Brockman.
You catch it, he goes, all right, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Boom. He does not see Emmett White. He wishes he had, because he probably would have stayed outside. But Hassan Brockman, a physical play, gets the crowd back into it. And once again, Everett knocking on the door.
17-yard play. Shorter sets. Now escapes.
Oh.
Just a
Hit that guy right in the face.
Hassan Brockman's head to bring.
Oh, it hits the guy in the face. Look at this.
Sets. Now escapes.
Hit white shirt in the face, and look at him. He's looking for the ball. Now he puts his head in his hands.
The third quarter to a close.
He just got.
Hawks
He's
trying to atone for
got a
the
headshot.
3 turnovers that have left them down 12.
He's trying his best.
They got a chance to get some of that back. 3 at the.
That's all great. All right, 4's up, y'all. 4's up. During the fourth quarter here.
To start the fourth quarter, Brian Davis, Chase lead ace in the fourth quarter, 2nd and goal from the Central Valley 9. Beshorner to throw.
Intercepted. Bad throw.
Penalty marker is thrown at the 5 and then in the backfield as
Ooh, roughing the passers.
Leveled. But Haslip with what would be Central Valley's 2nd interception of the night and their 19th of the season.
It was great coverage by the Coyotes, too, on that play. Not a whole lot of option for Beshorner.
What's the penalty here? Come on. Give it to us. Roughing the passer. No.
Illegal rush on the defense. Penalties decline.
Come back.
Roughing the passer.
There it is.
Defense, half the distance to goal. Automatic first down.
Wow. Beshorner gets bailed out there.
Ball stays with the Hawks. They've dodged.
We just hit 100 viewers right now. All concurrent viewers across platforms. So big shout out to everyone checking out the stream. Really appreciate y'all for being here. Again, this is Central Valley Coyotes at the Everett Hawks of the 2006 AF2 season. So shout out to Arena Football Fan on YouTube for having the game on the channel. Let us know what you think. What you think about this game, what you think about the upcoming slate of games this upcoming weekend. We got 4 games on Friday. Yeah, 4 games on Friday, 3 games on Saturday. Let me know what you think. We got IFL kicking off. We got AF1 continuing their season, NAL continuing their season. We got some solid matchups. Let me know what your bold prediction for the weekend is, whether it be AF1, IFL, NAL, whatever. Let me know what you think.
And Wes Beshorner is turning and holding the ball out there. That gives defense time to react.
Willie Shine, what a name.
Chris Aquemi is the center. Beshorner is going to run with it.
Oh, just short.
Extends, but Borba will not let him reach the goal line. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 1. Beshorner.
Well, and he looks for his first read, doesn't find it. Anytime you got to hold the ball like that in arena football, it makes it tough. Finds a little seam. That
was a timing drop back for sure.
10 body stretches out, tries to get there, but Wes Borba, credit him, a nice job right there, breaking down in the open field against
7 plays, 39 yards, 5 minutes. They don't have time for that. Oh, what a play action! Look at Beshorner. Look at him. That was a slick play. I don't think that was called. You might have improv that a little bit.
You want to talk about over pursuit? Watch everybody go with Shine.
Wow.
Has nobody to worry about at all.
Pretty athletic jump up on the boards. Good for him.
They pull back within a score as Craig Holly attempts the extra point.
Out of Beshorner's hold.
Oh, blocked.
And Hawley misses. Penalty marker is thrown.
They're running into the kicker. Oh, no.
That game.
The defense. Into the kicker. Number 77 on the defense. Half the distance. Retry.
You know what? Landers came from the other side and got
off of the kick, and if that game that Central Valley,
You got another chance at it.
Valley, very controversial. The referees called it no good. Central Valley thought it was good, and that cost them the ball game.
high snap, and this one
Blocked
is
again.
by Landers. But Shorner does well to gather it in.
Is that all right? Bet. We'll block the second one, too.
Pick it up and run. Bird down.
Sleep.
Diego. 5-0.
21 of the extra point negated. Hawley for the third time. It is blocked. 21 penalties.
Hold on. Another penalty?
20 penalties. Ah, guess what? 21 penalties now. And
21 penalties. Sheesh.
The block of the extra point negated. Hawley for the third time.
They blocked the first 2 extra points, but they were negated due to penalty. They got a third attempt, and they finally hit it. Oh, jeez. Can't win like that.
Things going offensively. Here's going to be the defensive chance. Get this crowd in the game and get the
game remain. You pretty much have to run the table. And 0-7 has won 3 out.
Let's get a close up on that ball. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. That's the good stuff right there.
Coming in at playoffs, swagging in the national.
Tony Wells done to this point. They can capitalize against Central Valley. They look to next week, and you never know what can happen. But right now, they're 7 points.
Off the net.
Lewis.
Number 8.
Holly's got some good bounces, but Lewis gets some good blocking, and he's out across the 10-yard line to start Rizloff and the Central Valley offense.
A couple games, 14 7 a couple times, but
Scott Rizloff have a day. 15, 20, 166, and 5 touchdowns.
He's got 5 with almost a full quarter to go. Looking for Borba over the top. Dodd Masters chucks him at the end of the play.
Oh, another penalty.
For a personal foul.
I don't like that at all, Brian. I got to tell you, you got to let these guys play. It's a physical football game. This back judge throwing flags for no reason.
Well, he did. I thought he caught his head, though, and you can't.
That's. I don't know about that.
After the play, personal foul, number 9 on the defense, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Take a look at West Borba, clearly overthrown. Dodd Masters, yeah, the little.
Oh, the head right into the boards. Ooh, that stuff.
This is the Everett Event Center.
Yeah, throwing a forearm to the back of the head. That's not great. Not ideal.
The referee did a nice job staying on that play, so I was a little bit of a homer on that call. But
touchdown in a game in your dreams.
I think I dreamed about it, but it always ended up as about 7 games into the season by the time we got there.
Brown in motion. Rizloff with time.
Oh, good throw.
Jones, touchdown.
Lamont Jones. Lamont Jones is having a day.
So right out of the penalty, the personal foul penalty, for the few mistakes Rizloff has made in overthrowing his receiver, that play's negated, and he comes right back to red hot as he finds his favorite target, Lamonte Jones.
Oh, Lamonte, excuse me.
Coming across the field on that post route.
Lamonte Jones.
Nowhere to be seen until crowd is now up. And you might have games now 77 is 8.
Coyote.
77 touchdowns this season. First in AF2. Look at Rizloff go.
To Jones. And a great route run. The box.
For you.
All right, we're on the home stretch here, guys. 10 minutes left, 47-35. Let's go. Come on. Do something, Everett.
A long touchdown pass early in the ball game with the kickoff. Runs right into a brick wall named J.R. Calameti. 290 pounds worth out of Northern
J.R. Calameti.
Stopped shy, right at the 10-yard line.
Oh, he's hyped.
And
he's hyped.
Shorner brings the Everett offense.
Playing Calameti.
Myers in motion to Shorner in the trees. Evades the sack. Borba pins him in at the 14-yard line. Gain of 4. Yards, 3 touchdowns.
Rizloff all night long has found Lamonte Jones. You look at earlier in the game, Marvin Brown. Earlier in the year against Marvin Brown. Once again, Lamonte Jones, we've been calling his number all night. Now tonight, you come back, there's a play action pass. Rizloff is.
We missed a big man touchdown. They cut a big man touchdown out of the stream.
Absolutely kill the Everett Hawks secondary.
20 touchdowns.
Also, let's talk about this Coyote logo real quick.
The Everett Hawks secondary.
I guess it's a Coyote. I was thinking, like, it kind of looks more like a boar. Like, it looks like the mouth is like a tusk more than a mouth gap.
20 touchdown
They took a big man touchdown away from us.
This season, Myers has a first down. As he gathers in it, and Jones finishes him off.
Rizlov's a guy that spent time in Cincinnati Bengals camp. He's with the Nashville Cats of Arena 1.
26% of his touchdowns have come against the Hawks in 3 games.
Last year, kind of got into a logjam with quarterbacks there. We talked to Blitnikov Jr. He said, you know what? Unfortunately for us, this is just a one-year stint for Rizlov. He's going to be back up in Arena 1. But while we have him, he's sure making an impact.
26% of his scoring passes against one team. And unfortunately, if you're a Hawks fan, it's your team. Threw the 2 interceptions 2 weeks ago. The short from Myers. Gets off his man.
Oh, we fumbled. He picked it up. Everett. Everett Hawks, what are we doing? Oh, Borba picked it up. Oh, Myers is hoping he was down.
Those are the kind of missed opportunities that Tony Wells was talking
Catch.
about. Driving crazy.
He might have been down.
Well, it's Milton Myers trying to fight for extra yardage. And similar to Hassan Brockman, just unable to do it.
I don't think he was, no.
Maurice Taylor forced the fumble.
We talked about it in the first.
Hard to win with 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers in an arena football game. You only get a chance to make stops a couple different times if your offense is to score.
See if he was down. I don't think he was.
Was talking about, driving crazy.
Yeah, that's bang bang. I think it was definitely out though.
And like Coach Wells said at the halftime break, you put it more on the offense. You're putting their defense in bad positions, and here's another one.
Props to the Coyotes.
Look at the Iron Man players though. Number 1 just fumbled out there. He's got to hop back out there on defense and cover.
At the top in AF2.
And 17 just recovered the fumble, and he's going out there running routes. Iron Man balled. One day. One day.
Play first half.
Way here. Sure has. He's done it with some fantastic athletes, and he's added some new coaches to the fold. The guy that I played against, and Steve Pappen, we'll have a chance to talk about him a little bit.
Come on, run the ball.
Rizlov, pump fake, downfield for Jones, who Dodd Masters got away, tugged his jersey and got away with it. Jeff Aaron,
it's not the worst thing, I guess.
The defensive improvements on Blitnikov's staff and
especially if the clock runs on incomplete passes outside of 1 minute. It's not bad. Oh, Steve Pappen?
Jr. told me that he has 2 new players coming in, and that's what's strange about AF2. You can pick up players all year long. There doesn't seem to be really any rules requiring players. He has a guy named Josh Robinson and Michael Lawrence coming next week. Michael Lawrence is an offensive specialist who just came out of a Denver Broncos camp, was in the Minnesota Vikings camp as well. And he says, if you want to see fast, check out this guy. But he says they'll take this league by storm, whether that's the arrogance of Fred Blitnikoff or if the players will take the league by storm. We'll find out. They have reinforcements on the way.
Oh, what a bomb. Look at that. He recovers the fumble and then catches a 45-yard bomb for a touchdown.
46 yards. Rizlov was drilled when he got rid of the football, and Borba celebrated over much, I think, and will pay for it on the other side. But you know something? The horse has got a couple of hooves out of the barn and is fixing to run down Broadway here.
Borba is a guy that...
The horses have a couple of hooves outside the barn, and they're going to run down Broadway here. Mixing metaphors much, are we?
Comes into the game with 17 touchdowns.
Defense number 97, that penalties decline. Touchdown.
Taylor again.
Now, Borba will be assessed an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end, but this is beginning to look strangely like the date here, April 30th, under previous management, when the difference, one of the things again.
Rizlov, 7 touchdowns.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be looking into that bye weekend now. Down another score. Keep in mind, this is the game 15 in the hold up like that.
Well, that sort of tells the story right there. A little bit of dejection in the house now as Central Valley, well, we talked about their ability as a second half team, and they have
barbell.
on late. Brockman can't field.
Technically hit the net.
Touchback.
That's number 9.
Shorner and company will start again deep in their own territory. Figured out a way to put enough pressure on Shorner. You wonder, okay, do you go back with the tall guy who can see the field?
And I think that has less to do with it and more the fact that they're both getting pressured. I think Brian Baker was settling for
Chris, I love where your head's at. Travis Hunter shocked the world on signing day going to Jackson State. Does he shock the world again and become an AF1 Ironman? Yeah. I would like to. I'm challenging Travis Hunter. Travis, if you think you're a real footballer, come to AF1 and show what you got. Prove it.
That time, Haslip had pretty good coverage on Thomas, the speedster out of Indiana.
No, he threw it up to that. Valley is deep, and even JR
Skipped ahead a little too much there. Sorry, guys.
Again, hard rush. Brockman left alone, gets around.
Good hitch and run, Brockman.
Chance, stumbling inside the
run a hitch. Let the receiver do the work. Come on.
Brockman's a guy that when he gets the ball in his hands, he's almost got eyes in the back of his head, able to discern where the defenders are in the field. He's so good at the ball. After the catches, he looking.
They need to be running. Hurry up here.
West and finally go north-south to get inside the 5-yard line.
They're letting too much time tick away.
For the Hawks, he's a fun guy to watch.
A lot of yak, 33 yards. And the big guy is dropped. Well,
that play ended at 4:23. Let's see when the next play gets snapped.
On the goal line, blockers, there's not going to be a whole lot of room. That time there was none for the Hawks.
23 seconds elapsed. That's not terrible, I guess, but definitely not good. This little guy's getting bullied. All right, that play ended at 3:50. Time's clicking away here. Down 19, 3.5 minutes left. Gotta go. Oh, God.
Wow. All real.
320. Oh, what a... I don't think that's who he was aiming for, but I'm sure he'll take it.
Wow, Cockfield with the touchdown. With Thomas as the
Stop celebrating, y'all. Go, go, go. Clock is ticking. This drives me insane. This drives me absolutely insane. I saw this all last year in the IFL. You got teams down double digits. The clock isn't stopping. The clock keeps going. They're celebrating like they're up double digits. It's like, guys, go, 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 go.
We're going to get the truthful answer from Bashorner as to who he was going for, because if he saw Cockfield coming open that early, I bow down.
World of Football, thanks for doing an AF2 game. They were a lot of fun. Went to several over the years. Happy to do one. Trying to mix it up here. Trying to do some different leagues. Don't want to do all the old AFL stuff. I want to mix it up with some AF2. Maybe dive into some NAL. Maybe some IFL if the IFL would be cool with that. With the old IFL network, don't know if they will, but hey, we'll see.
With 2.5 minutes remaining against Central Valley at the.
I do like how high Bashorner gets for each of these touchdowns.
2 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. You know, those are not bad numbers. And Jason Stiles, you come back to the T word, turnovers.
Turnovers, you're right, Brian. And one of those completions to Milton Myers ends up in a fumble. An earlier one from Baker to Hassan Brockman turns into a fumble. As you see, they'll attempt an onside kick here and see if they can get another.
An onside kick. Let's go. Get down.
Picks it up for the Coyotes, and he's got a chance to score. He is tackled by Hawley inside the 10-yard line.
I don't like that.
To your point earlier, that kicker's getting too much action.
I don't like that. If he goes down, look. Goes down there at the 14, they can gain a first down and not get in the end zone and literally kill the rest of this clock right now on this drive. But by advancing the ball and getting within 10 yards of the end zone, they only have 3 plays.
Taylor
Like, I understand wanting to score, but by advancing the ball, you're kind of putting your team at more of a strategic disadvantage because the time is on your side. You're up by 12. Don't do that. I'd catch it and fall. Just get on the ground.
On the onside kick to get your possessions back. You're really risking it. As Craig Hawley gets a good bounce on this, just a little deep, pretty easy reception for Maurice Taylor, who comes into this game leading his team in interceptions. We haven't seen
Hate that. Absolutely hate that.
He does have a fumble with Coyotes now.
See if Rizlov can get a number 8.
The pitch to Matt Guardia.
Easy toss for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Never hit the ground when he hit that pile.
60-42 with less than 2 minutes left. This one's just about done.
68-pounder out of San Diego.
See, on the opposite end from Everett now, Central Valley can take their sweet, sweet time with this extra point.
Dayton and Butler can,
well, good effort by.
There it is. Clock stops. 1:18.
To block.
Up by 19 minutes. 16 left.
Junior first and fourth soccer teams.
Essentially, maybe one
next week as well. Then they have Stockton. They get Stockton twice down the stretch. Stockton, the Lightning, has faded to 4-7 going into this weekend. They'll also get Oklahoma City, then Bakersfield, which all are just in at 8-7.
All games down the
All right, 1 minute. 1 minute warning.
1 minute warning. Tony Wells and Bishorner just trying to clean this one up. Big lead. Coyotes just about have it in the bag.
Can never remember what team it was, but my favorite AFL onside kick was when a team was huddling before the kickoff after the whistle blew and the kicker hit it with his heel accidentally. That's interesting. That's interesting. When I was, I interviewed Ernesto Lacayo on Off the Wall. He's an IFL kicker, in case you don't know. I asked him how many different onside kicks he has in his bag. I want to say his answer was like 13 or 14 different onside kicks. Crazy. Crazy number that he has in his bag. They can get real creative with onside kicks if they want to.
Side Green Bay, then they for Wells and company. Man, look at Thomas hit the line of scrimmage, but the short
dragged.
Sacked. Man, guy on the ground reaches up, grabs his jersey, and slingshots him. Touchdown.
At Central Valley, they did the same 2 straight similar thing. Everett got
Number 8 pulled him down.
More out of him harassing the coach, had the ball in his hand.
5 on the season, 19.
Guardia.
Tops in AF2. Hard to beat a combination like that. And Everett still probably paying the price for all that personnel turnover early in the season. Here's for Thomas.
Oh, intercepted. Wow.
And takes it away, and he'll take.
Now he gets down.
And that ought to just a personnel turnover early in the season. Here's for Thomas.
It's like the 3rd interception thrown by Bishorner.
And he'll take the knee. And that ought to just about
not great. 5 turnovers for Everett.
Tonight, Bishorner has thrown a couple of interceptions. Haslip read that ball very, very well.
I guess 2 interceptions. One of them was offset by a penalty.
Where he used the sideline as another defender. He didn't allow Thomas to come back in. As you see him turn and make that play. Just a fantastic.
Great interception.
They're taking the defender, and that defender's at a real disadvantage. I think Everett got away from that a little bit here at the end of the game.
For the Hawks, the mission really becomes
run the ball, finish it out, gain positive yardage, get out of here.
Tony Wells told his guys during the week, this is when he made them run. He said, we have got to worry about getting better. And so when he had guys
Tony Wells is in hell. Look at him.
There at Everett High School the other night.
He can't figure it out. He's like, what am I going to do here?
Guys started to bicker. They lost their focus. He needed to regain their focus, so he ran. And then he told them, fellas, we've got to get better. We're not there yet, not even close.
And this is a great measuring stick as you take a look
at
at
artistic shot of out of focus to in focus. Come on, FSN, what are we doing here?
The shorter was being tossed around. I'm not so sure. No guy wants to be on the sideline, but he saw his buddy, his quarterback comrade, get harassed into all sorts of trouble in the second half. But as you're saying, this is a good measuring stick for Everett. And they didn't match it tonight. They've got to find out who their core guys are.
Gain 2 yards, get down. There you go. Easy, buddy.
Pretty much puts them You're not going to find one.
All right, they gained positive yards here. It's done.
He's a blue collar guy. He is the epitome
Yep.
of Ironman football.
That's the game.
Once in a while, he's going to run down there on special teams, and for that guy that big to be
Central Valley 61, Everett 42.
that he does says a whole lot about the big fella.
See if we get a final little stat bug for Rizlov here.
The Coyotes have won 3 consecutive games to go to 8-4 on the season. The Hawks' winning streak at home stops at 2 as Central Valley blows up the bird dance. Everett started in a hurry, scored on the first play from scrimmage of the game, scored on their first 2 possessions, but penalties and turnovers, killer.
That's tough. Tough for Everett.
FSN Live is coming up next. Bakersfield and Everett, our next broadcast, the 10th of July. For Jeff Aaron, Jason Stiles, I'm Brian Davis. Final score 61-42. So long from the EEC.
The EEC, so long. Well, that was a good game, guys. Really appreciate y'all for coming in and checking it out. What was the final score? 61-42 Central Valley. We'll have to see if the Central Valley can get a team back in one of these leagues, whether it be AF1, IFL. Don't think the NAL will ever get out there. But hey, you never know. Very excited for the weekend of football we got ahead. We've got the IFL kicking off on Friday with Jacksonville and Massachusetts, and then Green Bay and Quad City. We've got AF1 on Friday as well. Southwest Kansas going to Albany. That'll be a very fun matchup. Southwest Kansas, white hot. That defense is playing unbelievable, and Albany is looking like they're going to be very good this year again. Then in the NAL, don't sleep on this matchup. We've got the Carolina Cobras at the is it Carolina Cobras at Colorado? No, Columbus. COL, Columbus. Carolina Cobras at Columbus Lions on Friday night as well. That's going to be a very good game. I think that's going to be a very, very interesting measuring stick for Columbus, see where they're at. And then on Saturday, we got Tulsa Oilers at the San Antonio Gunslingers. And then AF1, we've got the Oregon Lightning versus the Washington Wolfpack in this same venue. So both teams looked a little rough, a little disheveled last week. So we'll see what improvements they can make and who's going to be trotted out at quarterback for each of them. And then the NAL, we've got Wheeling at Shreveport on Saturday night as well. So got a couple interesting matchups on Saturday and some really good ones on Friday. So very excited for the weekend ahead. Really appreciate everybody for coming in and checking out the show, checking out the stream. Go check out other stuff on the channel. We've got an interview. We got interviews from all the offseason. We've got a big IFL preview dropping on Thursday. I'm going to be hopping on the World of Football. That'll be dropping late on Thursday and early Friday morning as well. Got some really exciting stuff planned ahead, and we're putting this thing on a rocket ship and seeing how far we can take it. So appreciate all the support on everything up to this point, and thanks for following on socials. If you do, if you don't, what are you doing? You're missing out. Come join the conversation at Off the Wall. You see it in the bottom right corner. No, other way. Bottom right corner of the screen at Off the Wall across all the socials. Go give us a follow there and come say, hey, let me know what you thought of the Turf Tapes and what game we should watch next. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here. Appreciate everybody again. Take care, and we'll see you on socials.